We get back over 95, looking to get long there for that possible breakout. So we're just waiting for basically this candle, the 3-minute chart, to make a new high over the previous candles there. So that would be over 95 here would be our entry. So we'll see if this starts to push back up. They're showing some strength right here. I'm going to jump in. They're showing a lot of strength there off of that low. So I'm looking to get long right here. I'm going to add more and see if we can't squeeze up there through the 16,000. All right, so I was a little early on that entry, but it looks like we still want to go. A lot of liquidity sitting there at the 95s. So this will be our target through this 16,000 area being the high of day. About to get this breakout here. 3-minute chart setting up. Let's go get this move up now. Just got to get back above 16,000s, and I think we got a nice and easy push up there above the 10s next. So we are long, looking for this breakout. This is the 5-minute chart. If we go back to the 1-minute chart, you can see kind of that breakout there. And now we're looking for a push over the high of day at the 16,006s. So 16,006 would be kind of I'd be looking for a push up to like the 12s or higher here. We get through. There's a pivot point up there at the 16s. Pivot point up here at the 16s on the Nasdaq. So if we get through this 16,000 level, we should be able to tap that pivot point there. And looking for this to break now. Let's go through that 16 level on the book map right now. We got liquidity sitting there, 16,000. And then the 05s and the 09s up there next. So we get through 16,000. I think we're off to the races here, my friends. Just got to get through 16,000 strong. Let's go. I'm going to move my stop up now to the 88. So we're only risking a smaller amount for a bigger move. All right. So we're just trying to get this move through the 16,000, giving a little bit of time there. We got the breakout. Should be pushing here now. Let's see. Got to be just patient. Probably move my stop up to break even, but I'm going to give it a little bit of room just in case this wants to like dip down here again to the 90s. Push back up. You can see it looks good here on the 3-minute chart with that breakout. This is the exact same strategy that we use in the Market Flow Trader community, and kind of built the whole entire Market Flow Trader like course and information built on this idea of kind of trading these trend lines like that. So kind of getting those nice little gradual pullback, kind of putting in those lower highs on these little candles, 3-minute chart, and then basically entering once we get above the kind of like last candle high. So you can see basically like this candle high there, that candle high there, like we did not break, and then finally broke here. So this is our entry candle right here. This is our entry. You can see we kind of held that 86 level there as well. So obviously bullish to get that move. And now we're looking to see if we can squeeze up here through this level now, through the 06s there, be that high of day push, and we should be off to the races from there. So just looking for a nice little push up here. I'm going to move my stop now to guarantee at least $2,000. Kind of trail this. We'll guarantee $2,500, but we still have our target above the 06s just in case this wants to pull back right here. We're going to guarantee at least $2,000 in profit. Come on, break that 06 level. We can always re-enter, but looking to see if we can break through 06s right here, right now. Trying to protect my profits here. End of day. It's almost 3 o'clock now. We had some good trades this morning. We don't get back any profits. Get this break through the 06s. Now it's just basically we're chilling. Like we're just absolutely chilling right now in terms of like, do we take profit? Do we not take profit? We might as well just hold and see if we can't get this push up there to that pivot point. You know, at this point, I mean, through the 10s, basically look for that move up towards the 20s. And I can just basically keep trailing this. So now we're going to guarantee that we lock in at least $4,000. We move it to the 06s and we're still pushing. We'll see if we can get this to go all the way through the 10s there next. Give us one more nice breakout here. We already guarantee we lock in 4,000. So it's a win-win at this point. And now we're just still pushing. And here we go. Still trying to push. Can we go all the way? I'm gonna take us a little bit higher, 14s now, because I think we might get that push right up there towards the 20s. I'm gonna move my stop up here to guarantee at least $4,500 in profit right to the bottom of that candle. And there we go to the 12s now. I might have been a little greedy on that 12 move, but There we go. Now we're stopped out. Perfect little trade there. We followed our trade up. It pushed to the 12s. I probably should have taken that profit at the 12s, but I wanted to give it a little bit of room in case it wanted to go all the way to that pivot point right there. That pivot point there at the 16s was what we were looking at. It might end up going now, but at the same time, I don't really think there's any reason to chase it. I don't want to like jump in here at the top and this thing pull back on me. Yeah, overall, just really kind of an easy trade there. We had everything lined up perfectly. Like I said, we put our line on there. You know, we got our breakout line right there, everything. We break out over the previous candle. So we're basically jumping in. Once you break out above this candle right here, we had a nice little pullback kind of into previous resistance right there. And there's that push up there towards the pivot point all the way to the 12s. I had my target at 12. I probably should have taken it. It might go through there now on the book map, kind of showing that 15 level and then possibly up there to that pivot 20 area. So it wants to go. We got the beautiful setup. I mean, this really is such a good overall risk to reward, right? You get the breakout here. We enter as we see momentum coming in. We're not guessing. We're not hoping. We're not praying. We see the momentum start to come back in. We break out because here's the difference, right? You see this green candle right here? Well, guess what? We didn't break over the high of this previous candle. So it's like, okay, well, we know momentum is still not bullish. Once we break over the high of that previous candle, it's not guaranteed we're going to push up. But what happens? If we're going to break out, we're going to break out over the high of the previous candle, right? We're going to break out over the high of the previous candle. So why would we take a breakout trade when we can't break over the high of the previous candle? It's that simple. Like, don't overcomplicate it. And you can see that nice little move up. So nice little move up here. And, you know, we were hoping for maybe a little bit more, maybe just really ramp up. You can see some of these moves earlier here, how nice like some of these move breakouts were earlier. You know, very similar setups, right? This one had a little fake out there on that. But I will say that what you kind of really, you want to see like almost like 1 or 2 or 3 like minimum like touches of that trend line before kind of getting that breakout strategy trade. I would say like this one here was only 3, not the best pullback. So even if you enter here, let's say you entered at 49, I mean, your stop's basically, you know, below this candle, the breakout candle, which you still would have been fine. You would have been like really close to getting stopped out, but you wouldn't have gotten stopped out. You know, same thing. You know, some of these are a little bit steeper, but again, like you're just kind of looking for a nice gradual kind of pullback on these little pullback. And you're just drawing your line. Draw your line. You kind of just go back through this and you can look, you know, at some of these little setups earlier in the day and how beautifully they played out. So there it is. If you guys haven't hit that like button, subscribe button, showing you guys the magic as it happens live here in this video. Who else is doing it like this? If you guys want to learn more about TopStep, you want to get into trading futures, there's never been a better time right now. TopStep offering a 70% discount. So there it is. A massive move in the Nasdaq today off of the VWAP there. The VWAP, the pivot points, all in play. Play. Let's go.